Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Aileen and here we talk about all things makeup, mostly luxury makeup, skincare, and fashion. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I hope you consider subscribing and joining the family. I am so excited and honored to say that this is a collab with the one and only, the beautiful, smart, intelligent Sean from SeanKBeauty. Sean is just amazing. She's just that girlfriend that you could sit down and text with and just laugh all day. Yet, when you have something serious you want to talk about, Sean is also to talk to. You can express how you feel. It was an instant connection with Sean. At first, I was like, what? She reached out to me? And then we became really good friends, chatting on Instagram. And then we exchanged numbers and now we just chat. So Sean, thank you so much for reaching out and asking me to be a part of this collab. So today we're going to be talking about our Chanel starter bag. So if we were going to recommend a starter bag to you, what would those products be? So if you're interested, then keep on watching. But before we go, like we always say, comment, like, subscribe. Let's get to it. So today's video is going to be a little different and I hope I can manage to pull this off during editing, but I hope to be able to split the screen in either direction and show you what I'm referring to as I'm speaking about it. And if you're not familiar with me or my channel, I am 37 years old. I do have some hormonal acne. I have some scarring and I am extremely oily. So I have some products I want to discuss, but I don't want to cater this starter bag to what would be an oily skin gal like myself. So I want to discuss a couple products and I'll state whether they're functional for oily skin or dry or combo. So let's get started. So I'm going to talk about these products in the order of application. So first is the Labages water tint. So you can definitely make this work. In this video, and I am wearing everything on my face today that I'm discussing, but you will see, and I'll split the screen somewhere, that I am applying this using the brush that it came with. So this does come with little pigments in here, and it does come out just as you see it in the bottle. And this brush is very dense. And as you're applying it, the pigments in here, those little tiny balls, they break and they start to spread pigment. The longer this sits on your skin, the more pigment it'll get. Now, if you're dry skin, you will love this. Combo, you will like it. And oily, you will like it, but you'll have to set it. So as far as coverage, this is a very light to sheer coverage. However, this is magical. I'm not sure what is in here, but if you let this sit on the skin, it will start building coverage. Today, I did use it as a primer, which is a good way to use it as well. And it'll just start to give that coverage so you don't have to spot conceal if you're a spot concealer like myself. I am okay with just this little bit showing. It is what it is. I'm not perfect and I'm okay with that showing through, but that is that. This one is in the shade medium. It does come with 1 fluid ounce and it's not on here, but I'm almost positive it's a 12-month shelf life. So I don't think I have to keep going on the fact that it works for oily skin because I own them. But next, what I did was mix a combo of both of these foundations. So the Ultra Le Tint, and my standard shade is B40. The Ultra Le Tint has a fuller coverage. It is like a soft matte. So if you're excessively oily and you live in a humid climate, which I am, I'm in Georgia, this is a great one to wear on its own. This has 1 fluid ounce and a 12-month shelf life. In this video, you will see that I combined it, half a pump of this with half a pump of the Labages Healthy Glow Foundation. And this is also in the shade B40 and has a 12-month shelf life and 1 fluid ounce. When you combine both of these, it is stunning. So you get the coverage of this with the healthy glow of this. It is absolutely beautiful. This is the finished look. When you want just that natural glow, this is not an oily, nasty glow. This is a beautiful, healthy glow. And in the video, hopefully it's popping up somewhere, you will see that it is very glowy, but I am gonna set that. But before setting that, I move on to the Labages Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. And this is the 395, the Tan Deep. This is the new shade. Will it work for all skin tones? Absolutely not. There are 2 shades, the lighter shade, which is 390, and this one, which is 395. It is beautiful. It shears out lovely. Sometimes I use my fingers, but that is the bronzer that I have on. Hopefully you can see the application. I did apply it with a brush today, but it is beautiful. It is beautiful for all skin types, especially dry. Primarily all cream products will be good for dry skin types, but this specific product is amazing for oily skin. Once it sets, you're good. Whether you want to set your face or not, you are going to be good. It's not like a cream bronzer that you have to top with a powder bronzer, but I love bronzer. So you'll see I do add something else. So this product is 1 ounce. It does come with a 12-month shelf life. And this does, however, have coconut oil. So if coconut oil is something that breaks you out, you might want to reconsider. I do know individuals that tend to not like coconut oil in their products, but they don't feel this breaks them out. So it's definitely one of those things that if you are going to use, maybe test and ensure that it's not going to break you out prior to applying it all over the face. Next, I don't have any Chanel brow products, so I do go off camera and do my brows, and then I come back with the Le Corrector de Chanel. This is beautiful. If you properly, and it's not drying, so don't take this the wrong way, but if you properly hydrate your under eyes prior to applying a concealer, you really should be able to make most concealers work. Not all, but this one, there's times that I'm like, oh God, I forgot to reapply like an eye cream before applying my foundation, my concealer. And oh my God. And then I'm like, oh, this is flawless. It doesn't crease. It doesn't cake up. Is it going to take away lines? No, nothing will. But this is beautiful. And this is in the shade 30 Beige. It's very creamy. It blends beautifully. So you can blend it with a brush, with a sponge, with your finger, whichever application method you prefer. This does have 0.26 ounces of product and a 6-month shelf life. And this will be great for all skin types as well. And next I use the Natural Finish Loose Setting Powder. In this video, I do use it with a brush, a large, soft, bristled, fluffy brush. And that's just going to set my face, but not add a ton of additional coverage. This is in the shade B40. As you can see here on the puff, it does have a tint and pigment to it. Now, if you want additional coverage, if you get that puff and you just tap and roll, you're going to get additional coverage. If you just want to set, you could just lightly go over it with a brush. It blurs, it sets, it's beautiful. There are multiple shades of this, and there is a translucent shade as well. And this combo right here, if you're going to like Miami, a Caribbean vacation where it's hot, it's humid, this will not budge if you're oily skin. So next, I applied the Healthy Glow Sheer Powder in N70 as a powder bronzer. However, this is a face powder that can also be used as a foundation. So if you're not one that tends to lean towards liquid foundations and you prefer a powder, this is a very nice, beautiful powder. I, however, use it as a bronzer. So this is in the shade N70, and this does have an 18-month shelf life. This is beautiful. It's soft. It's blurring. I'm always one that wears 2 to 4 bronzers. So with these Chanel products, I really do feel that 2 is just perfect. And combining these, the cream with this powder, it gives a flawless finish. It gives, when I don't use Chanel, it gives what I go for using 3 or 4. So I just love this combo. But if you're looking for a powdered foundation, this is a great one. And powdered foundations are usually like combo oily. I really don't know many individuals with dry skin that enjoy a powdered foundation, but I can't speak to that because I'm not dry. And next, in moving on to the eyes. So I do use a few different products just because everyone is different. So the first product I use are the Stylo Ombre Contour Pencils. This is not one of the new shades. This is shade 04, which is electric brown. And in the video, you'll see I apply it on the outer V onto the lower lash line, and I just softly smoke that out and blend that out with a brush. And then I apply the bronzer on the crease. And you can either leave it like that and add a liner. You can, like I did, follow it up with an eyeshadow, or you can even use a blush. There's so many great products. You don't have to buy a ton of Chanel quads to get just flawless, beautiful looks. You can use one of these with a blush or a liner and just go more inexpensive. If you are gonna go for a palette where all 4 shades speak to you. For me, it's this one. I would wear any of these 4 shades on their own. And this is the 382 Lumières et Vibrations. I know I jacked that up. I don't speak French, but that one, and it'll all be in the description box. It is beautiful. In this look, I use these 2 shades. You can use any shade of the contour sticks in combination with a shadow, in combination with a blush, whichever you feel is easiest to you, speaks to you. And if you use the blush, you can also wear the blush and just have a monochromatic moment. Beautiful, flawless, classy, elegant. Love it. So here I do use multiple products just so you see how they work. The quads do have an 18-month shelf life, and the stylos do as well. These stylos do come in multiple shades. These are the 5 that I have, and you can see the shades there. And shade 4 is the shade I use today. Next are the eyeliners. If you feel the stylos don't pack enough punch, you really don't like or enjoy a shadow stick, you just want a true liner that you can use that's not going anywhere but still allows you the amount of time that you need to smudge. These are the Stylo Youth waterproof pencils. These are amazing. They just changed the formula. You cannot, when applying them, when swatching them, there isn't a distinguishable difference in the formula. I will say these here are the new formula, and this one here, Intense Teal, this is the older formula, and this one does wear off a little easier than these. But even in the old formula, Intense Teal for some reason was always the one that would wear off a little. But once these dry down, they're not going anywhere till you want them to. And these are the shades that I have. I do love these. I do plan on picking up all the shades. Like, I love these. And the one I am using today is shade 39 Prune Intense. This is one of the new ones in the new formula. I do have it on. It's beautiful. It's not going to go anywhere until I get a little cotton round, sit it on there with some eye makeup remover, and wipe it away. Next is mascara. This is the Le Volume de Chanel. It is black. This is the wand. It is absolutely beautiful. It is both lengthening and volumizing without clumping your lashes and having them like stick together, which are usually what the volumizing ones do. This one does not. I have not tried their tubing mascara, but I have tried the Le Volume Revolution. I preferred the Le Volume. The Le Volume Revolution did give me the little flakes, and if I wore it on my lower lash line, I'm so oily, I would start to get some transfer. That wasn't the one for me. If you're not oily, you may not get the transfer, but I can't speak on the flakes. I have no issues whatsoever with the Le Volume de Chanel. And lastly, let's talk lipsticks. So I do have 4 different formulas, and what I'm wearing today is shade 118 in the Rouge Cocoa Flash. This is a beautiful formula. It is soft, it is creamy, it is not drying. I will say, if you see in the video, when you first apply it, it has more sheen and more shine to it. So the longer you wear it, that shine will dim down. As you can see here, I've probably had it on for 30 minutes. So the sheen and the shine does die down, but the pigment sticks around. And as this comes off, it comes off gracefully, and it will leave a soft tint to the lips that just looks beautiful and doesn't make you feel washed out or like you have to run and reapply, because that stain on the lips does last. And these do come in a multitude of shades, from nudes to reds to browns to pinky nudes, all types of shades. They are beautiful. And these do come with an 18th month shelf life. Next is I always get this name, it's so long, the Le Rouge Dual Ultra Tenue Gloss. So this comes with the pigment on one side. You will apply it, you will apply it and keep going like that. As soon as you feel your lips are kind of sticking together, then you apply the clear gloss that just locks this in place. This is not going to go anywhere, no matter what you drink, no matter what you eat. It's not coming off till you go to do your skincare at night and have to apply like some facial oil or makeup remover to get this off. But it is not drying or give you, none of these do give you that hideous line. It's just a matter of what you're looking for in a formula. These are beautiful. I enjoy them. If I know I'm going to be out and about and I'm going to be wearing a mask, this is the only thing I wear. This is the shade 48 Soft Rose, and these do have an 18-month shelf life as well. Next are the Rouge Allure Velvet and the Rouge Allure Velvet Extreme. These are both beautiful. I will say the Extreme is a little more drying. So here is the Extreme, and this is in the shade 102 Modern. It's a little more of a matte look. I wouldn't say drying. It's just more of a matte look than the Velvet Allure. It is a velvet lipstick. They're still creamy. They're still comfortable, but the Extreme is a little more of a matte look than the Velvet Allure. And the Velvet Allure, this is the shade 68 Emotive, and these do come with an 18-month shelf life. So really, it's just all going to depend on what you're looking for. If you're looking for longevity, I would definitely go this route. If you're looking for shine, creamy, bomb feel, I would go with the Cocoa Bloom. I do hear that the Cocoa Flashes are very similar, but I don't have that formula. And lastly, the Allure Velvet and the Allure Velvet Extreme. If you don't like a really matte look, but you like that velvet feel, I would just go with the Velvet Allure. I hope this was helpful. I hope it'll help you make some informed decisions on whether you need something or you want something or should you try it. And if there's any Chanel products that you are unsure if they will work on oily skin and you'd like for me to try, just leave it down in the comments below and I will gladly do so for you. So if you're coming from Sean's channel, thank you so much. I hope you consider subscribing and joining the family. Sean, again, thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this collab. And until next time, don't forget, we're all perfectly imperfect. Bye.